Hello everyone, this is Al Red Sox Fan coming to you from Al Red Sox Fan YouTube channel. Hope all is well, and we're going to bring you some Glory Days boxing, card and dice. Mayhem from Montreal. It's Smokin' Joe Frazier versus Cuba's favorite son, Teofilo Stevenson. 10 rounds heavyweights. Both pugilists are coming off knockout losses in our Glory Days boxing world. Joe Frazier, in Glory Days boxing, in our universe, is 1-1 with no knockouts. He decisioned Rocky Marciano in the 10-star tournament. That tournament was to determine the champion, and he defeated Marciano in round 1. But then would be KO'd by Joe Louis in the third round. Teofilo Stevenson shocked the world by knocking out George Foreman in the second. Would follow that up in Rome, Italy by knocking out Primo Carnera in the sixth. Would come back to the U.S., actually Canada, and knock out Dwayne Bobbick in the third, a man who he knocked out in the Olympics. They would then fight Luis Firpo in Cuba, and he stopped Firpo in the second. He traveled back across the pond to England, but Frank Bruno ended his winning streak by knocking out the Cuban in the fourth. So both fighters coming in after losses and devastating losses of knockouts. Teofilo Stevenson, amateur record, 302 victories, 22 defeats, no draws, 198 by stoppage. Joe Frazier's actual professional record, 32 wins, 4 defeats, 1 draw, 27 by stoppages. Joe Frazier is a 10-starred fighter. Teofilo Stevenson is a 9-starred fighter. So Frazier will have momentum in any initial toe-to-toe exchange to start off the fight. Frazier, punching power, 6. And if he has you hurt before fatigue, it's 10. Teofilo Stevenson, 5 and a 7 if he has you hurt before fatigue. Frazier's hurt 5 and under, goes down 2 and under, the same with Stevenson. Frazier's knockout is a 2 and under. Stevenson is a 1 and under. Frazier's will is a 3. Stevenson's will is a 4. Frazier cuts out of 5. Stevenson cuts out of 4. Frazier fouls at a 3. Stevenson fouls at a 4. Stamina. Joe Frazier in a 10-round bout, 90 stamina points. And Teofilo Stevenson, 70 stamina points. Frazier wants to work on the inside. He scores 0 through 58. On the outside, 0 through 45. Teofilo Stevenson wants to work behind that good left jab and land that hard right hand. On the inside, Stevenson lands 0 through 47. Not bad, but more proficient from distance behind the jab, 0 through 52. Stevenson's defense, he blocks punches 1 through 3 on defense checks. You can hit him with another punch 4 and 5. And that is the same for Joe Frazier. Frazier counters 1 through 6. Stevenson counters 1 through 5. So we are set for mayhem in Montreal, 10 rounds heavyweights. A big matchup for both these pugilists. And a big matchup worldwide. It's democracy versus communism. Up next on the channel. Joining us here in Montreal, Bob B. and Philip Reynolds. Bob B. asks a question. Is there strategies? Yes, there is. Yes, there are strategies if you'd like to use them. I suggest, Bob, to go to the Facebook group if you're on Facebook, and you can ask all the questions to Anthony, and he will tell you them all. I do not use strategy cards. I just like to roll the dice and go with the ratings. Here we go. Round number 1, scheduled for 10. Teofilo Stevenson in the red trunks with white trim, 6'5", 220 pounds, from Cuba. Smokin' Joe Frazier from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, U.S. of A., 5'11.5", 210 pounds. He is in the green trunks with a black stripe. The referee, in name only for this bout, is Carlos Padilla. We'll be using 3 generic judges. Padilla gives the pugilists their final instructions. They go back to their corners. They await the bell. And here it is for round number 1, Mayhem in Montreal. And there's the bell. A 2 and a 2. How do you do? Frazier trying to get in tight, not having success. And Stevenson staying from distance. Outside punches cannot be blocked. Stevenson in control here. He's out of the blue corner, and he's going to fire away. And Stevenson will land. A good crisp combination by the Cuban Olympic superstar Teofilo Stevenson. That is a 16, and it is 2 jabs, a right hand, and a left hook to the body that land on Joe Frazier. Good start by Teofilo Stevenson. Joe Frazier's trait, subtract 5, as he is a pressure fighter, so Stevenson's stamina will actually be 65 to start the bout. Stevenson's trait, he's a headhunter. Outside punches can't be blocked, and you just saw that. So a good job by Teofilo Stevenson. Good, quick, crisp combination. Round 1 continues. Frazier's got to get in tight. A 5, so Frazier 1 star on the inside. A 1 for Stevenson, 1 star on the inside. It's a toe-to-toe exchange. This is where Frazier has to work and work hard. Stevenson with momentum. Stevenson out of the blue corner, that's a 12. And Frazier with a 32. And Frazier lands hard shots there. So a 12 for Teofilo Stevenson in this toe-to-toe exchange. He lands 4 short hooks, body and head, and they bomb away. Joe Frazier meets the challenge with a 32. Right hand, left hook to the body, and a crushing left hook to the head of Teofilo Stevenson. Chin check for Stevenson. And Stevenson is hurt! Stevenson is hurt! Stevenson is hurt by the big left hook of Joe Frazier. Stevenson on wobbly legs. Could it be on borrowed time? Frazier's going to press now. He'll go unopposed, looking to end Stevenson's night. Early here in Montreal at Olympic Stadium, Stevenson captured a gold medal in Montreal in 1976 when he stopped John Tate. That was not the gold medal fight, though. So Stevenson hurt. 2 minutes ago here. A lot of time for Frazier to try to put away the Cuban Teofilo Stevenson. Again, Frazier unopposed. It's a 3. He's in tight. He has Stevenson pinned to those ropes. Looking to end it. And it's a 0-3. He is pummeling Stevenson along those ropes. Ripping hooks, left hooks, overtime to the body and up to the head. A short right hand and another left hook. Stevenson survives the TKO check at a 13, but now chin check once again for Teofilo Stevenson. And Stevenson grabs on, but a huge rally as Joe Frazier just pinned Stevenson to the ropes. He landed 5 punches, and he is cranking that left hook overtime. 140 left in round number 1. A very quick start for Smokin' Joe Frazier. Fidel Castro, front row, not too happy with this. Richard Milhouse Nixon is. A 5 for Smokin' Joe Frazier. He tries to keep Stevenson pinned to those ropes. A 5 for Stevenson. Stevenson spins off the ropes. Stevenson will try to work from the jab, and it is a 20. Good job by Teofilo Stevenson. With that 20, he rat-a-tats Joe Frazier. 2 jabs, a right hand, and a left uppercut, snapping the head of Smoking Joe Frazier. Stevenson takes momentum, 1:20 to go, in a highly competitive first round. A lot of action here. A 3 for Smoking Joe Frazier, bobbing and weaving, trying to get in tight. A 2 for Teofilo Stevenson, 2 stars on the outside. Stevenson actually with momentum, and it's going to be a toe-to-toe exchange from distance. This should favor Stevenson. Stevenson throws. He will not land with a 73, and neither will Joe Frazier. They just swing and a miss, bada. They tie up. Referee Carlos Padilla breaks them. 1 minute to go in round 1. 1 minute to go in round 1. A 6 for Joe Frazier. Frazier pressing in tight. Stevenson tries to tie him up. Frazier works his arms free, and Frazier looks to pummel the 6'5" Cuban. 54, and it is a left and a right hand to the body. 2 hooks to the body. A 5 on defense for Teofilo Stevenson. Then the left hook comes right back up to the head. So Frazier clips Stevenson with 3 punches there. As he works and works hard, 40 seconds to go here in round 1. Frazier with mojo. Action-packed first round. Back and forth they go. A 2 for Smoking Joe Frazier. Stevenson pushes him away. Frazier off balance. A 5 for Stevenson. Stevenson's going to use this advantage here and work behind the jab, and it is a good jab by Teofilo Stevenson. That is a 12, and Stevenson pumps 3 jabs into Frazier's face. He eats them all, and he is hit with a good straight right hand that stops the Smoking Joe Frazier Express. 4 punches get through for Teofilo Stevenson. He takes momentum back. 20 seconds to go. Stevenson has landed quite his fair share of punches here. Frazier has landed the harder blows as he had rocked Stevenson earlier in the round, had him pinned to the ropes. Here we go, final 20 seconds. Round 1, scheduled for 10 for Montreal. Mayhem in Montreal. A 1 for Smoking Joe Frazier. 2 stars on the inside, a 4 for Teofilo Stevenson. Stevenson trying to back away. Frazier ducks under the jab. Frazier gets in tight. Frazier looking to work and work hard. And Frazier will. That is a 25 for Smoking Joe Frazier on the inside. 3 punt defense of a 3. Stevenson will block the right hand to the head, but the double left hook to the body and head get through. So 2 shots get through. As we come to the bell, 19. Cut check on Teofilo Stevenson, 4 and under, and he paws at his eye. There is nothing. Ding, ding goes the bell. So Frazier rallies at the end. This is a tough round to score. Frazier did hurt Stevenson, as Stevenson went wobbling back into the ropes, and Frazier pursued but could not finish him. Landed a good combination, but the Cuban's chin held up to it. So Teofilo Stevenson landed 16 scoring blows. That left jab worked beautifully. And in the Cuban's corner, they're telling him through the interpreter as we're getting it, jab, 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 right hand, don't stand still. Jab and move. Frazier landed 13 scoring blows, but he hurt Stevenson. So in our eyes, we're giving that round unofficially 10-9 to Frazier, Punch differential 3. We'll go to the judges' scorecards. We're using generic judges. And the scorecards have been collected here in Montreal from Olympic Stadium. That was a very close, hard-fought round by Frazier and Stevenson. Frazier will try to take Stevenson into deep water, and as they say in boxing, drowned him. Stevenson's stamina has been called into question. We prepare for round number 2. Stamina check. Frazier at 74. Stevenson at 52. Remember, -5 to start the fight because Frazier's a pressure fighter. So Stevenson went from 70 to 65 automatically, and he lost stamina points on punches landed, the same with Frazier. We prepare for round number 2. How do you do? Frazier will have momentum as he landed at the end of round 1. Fighters take a sip of water. I take a sip of water. Here we go. Round number 2, scheduled for 10. There's the bell. Padilla says fight. A 3 for Smokin' Joe Frazier. Frazier bobbing and weaving, trying to get in tight, trying to land those big left hooks. A 6 for Teofilo Stevenson. He meets him at ring center. It's a toe-to-toe exchange on the inside. Stevenson with momentum. And Stevenson with a 19. He lands. Frazier with a 31. He lands. And Stevenson with big shots in this toe-to-toe exchange. That 19 in tight. 4 punches get through. They're big, hard shots. The uppercut in this toe-to-toe exchange lifts up Joe Frazier's head, and he is nailed with a right hand. Frazier bombing away at the same time with a 31. He lands a right hand, a left to the body, and a left to the head, but the bigger punches were landed by Teofilo Stevenson. Chin check for Frazier, and Frazier stands up to it. Frazier smirks at Stevenson as he continues to dip and dive and come forward. 2:40 left in round number 2. Stevenson with momentum. He landed more punches in that toe-to-toe exchange. A 4 for Smokin' Joe Frazier. Frazier on the outside looking to have Stevenson come to him. Will Stevenson fall for that trap? A 1 for Stevenson. Stevenson walks to him. Frazier is going to throw a looping right hand. Smokin' Joe Frazier throws a big looping right hand and a wild left hook, and he misses Stevenson. Stevenson easily moves away. Those punchers were telegraphed. 2:20 to go in round 2. Stevenson still with momentum. A 1 for Frazier, 2 on the inside, a 2 for Stevenson, 2 on the outside. It's a toe-to-toe exchange, ring center from distance. This should favor Stevenson. He will not land with a 76, and neither will Frazier with a 77. Both fighters miss. They tie up. Frazier tries to work that free hand into the rib cage of Teofilo Stevenson. Carlos Padilla breaks them 2 minutes ago in round 2. A 2 for Smokin' Joe Frazier. Frazier is shoved away by Stevenson. A 1 for Stevenson. Now Stevenson, as Frazier's off balance, steps in, and he's going to look to work over Smokin' Joe on the inside, and he will. Big shots by Teofilo Stevenson. That is a 14. Stevenson pushed away Frazier and then nailed him with a left uppercut. Frazier will eat 4 punches. No, 5 punches. Left uppercut, right hand, left hook to the body, another right hand, and another left uppercut. 5 punches get through due to Frazier's defense. Chin check for Frazier. Does he go down on that last uppercut? 5 and under, and he is hurt. And he stands up to it. Good shots by the Cuban, adhering the advice of his corner, though he's pressing a little bit when he sees the opportunity, when he's able to push Frazier off balance, and the Frazier corner is screaming at Carlos Padilla, watch the pushing. 1:20 to go here in round 2. It's been all Teofilo Stevenson. A 2 for Smokin' Joe Frazier. Again, Frazier out of rhythm on the outside. A 5 for Stevenson, and Stevenson's going to work him over. He's going to try to use that jab and nail him with that big right hand, but he will not. That is a 96. Stevenson might have landed one south of the border. Padilla says it's on the belt line. He lets it go. 1 minute to go in round 2. Stevenson, really a good round 2. A 1 for Frazier. Now Frazier bobbing and weaving, smoking and getting in on the inside. A 2 for Stevenson. Stevenson parries him, but they're going to go at it toe-to-toe, ring center from distance. Teofilo Stevenson with mojo, and that's a 0-4. A ton of punches land for Teofilo Stevenson. 94 for Frazier from the outside. It will be a clinch. It will be a clinch, but the punches by Stevenson count. Frazier threw big punches, but he got tagged and he grabbed on. So 4 on the outside for Teofilo Stevenson. 5 punches land. A quick, fast flurry from furious punches from Teofilo Stevenson. And Frazier grabs on. A tremendous round for the Cuban. 40 seconds to go here in round number 2 for Montreal, Canada, Olympic Stadium. A 3 for Frazier, 2 on the inside, a 2 for Stevenson, 2 on the outside. Again, a toe-to-toe exchange as Stevenson pushes Frazier away. Frazier's going to fire. Stevenson's going to fire. Stevenson with mojo, and that's a 26 for Teofilo Stevenson and 84 for Joe Frazier. Frazier misses in this toe-to-toe exchange, but Stevenson does not. On that 26, Stevenson digs a right-left to the body, and then a right hand to the jaw of Joe Frazier. 3 punches get through for Teofilo Stevenson. "20 seconds to go in round 2. It's been all Teofilo Stevenson. A 2 for Frazier. Still cannot get any rhythm here in round number 2 as we come to a close. A 3 for Stevenson. Stevenson actually forcing Frazier back. He pounces on Frazier. And he's going to bang away, pushing Frazier towards the ropes. And Stevenson lands! He rakes Frazier over the coals with a 32 in tight right hand, left hook, right hook. Frazier is in trouble on the ropes. Chin check for Joe Frazier as he ate all of those. Frazier is hurt 5 and under. And Frazier is down! Frazier is down! As the round is coming to an end, the bell rings, but the count will continue. Stevenson is issued to the neutral corner. What a shocking upset this would be! And this would revitalize Teofilo Stevenson's professional career after his knockout to Frank Bruno in England after winning 4 straight. Referee Carlos Padilla now picks up the timekeeper's count. Frazier is knocked out 2 and under. And he will get up. He gets up at the count of 8. They wipe his gloves off, and he will go to his corner. A huge round for Teofilo Stevenson. Frazier never really got into a rhythm, and he was beaten senseless in that round. Fidel Castro is jumping for joy in the front row. So Frazier, right at the end, Stevenson forced him back to the ropes. Frazier tried to tie him up. Stevenson pushed him and then tagged him. And down went Joe Frazier. Shades of the George Foreman fight, the first one when Frazier lost his heavyweight title in Jamaica. So Frazier was down, took the mandatory 8, he got up right at the count of 8. Stevenson will take that round 10-8 due to the knockdown. Stevenson, another really tremendous output there, 21 scoring blows. Frazier only managed 3, and that was an initial toe-to-toe exchange to start off the round. Frazier's stamina down to 53, Stevenson to 49. A huge round for Teofilo Stevenson. In Stevenson's corner, through the Cuban interpreter, they're telling Stevenson to continue to use the jab and set up that devastating right hand that just dropped Smokin' Joe. We prepare for round number 3. Eddie Futch in the corner of Smokin' Joe Frazier along with Yank Durham. They want Frazier to get inside, stay in tight, let your punches go, and then tie him up. Do not let him punch. He might have knocked you down, they said, but he is tiring and tiring quick. Are they whistling through the graveyard in the Frazier corner? We prepare for round number 3. It was an excellent round 2 by the Cuban national hero, Teofilo Stevenson. Joining us at ringside here in Montreal at Olympic Stadium, Captain in Comics, hope all is well, MV, a.k.a. Mouse in the House, and Clinton Parks. As Clinton Parks says, in my best co-cell, down goes Frazier! Down goes Frazier! It was very reminiscent of the Jamaica bout with Foreman. Foreman blitzed him in 2 rounds in reality, and that's how Foreman won the heavyweight title. Here we go for round number 3. Can Frazier rally? Remember, both of these pugilists in our Glory Days boxing universe are coming off losses and third-round KOs. Frazier was KO'd by Joe Louis in 3. And Stevenson, after winning his first 4 bouts, was KO'd by Frank Bruno in England. The winner could have a crack at Rocky Marciano, who has taken the title away from Ali and successfully defended against Corbett. Frazier, the only man to defeat Marciano so far in our universe. Here we go, round number 3. Stevenson with momentum, a 5 and a 5. 1 on the inside for Joe Frazier, 2 on the outside for Stevenson. So again, Stevenson's easily able to avoid the bull rush of Joe Frazier. Now he looks to work off the jab. 59, he will not land. Frazier ties him up. Frazier works the free hand. Referee Padilla breaks them. 2:40 to go in round number 3. Scheduled for 10. A 4 for Smokin' Joe Frazier. Now Frazier steps back. He's on the outside, 2 stars. A 2 for Teofilo Stevenson. It's a toe-to-toe exchange from distance. Stevenson with mojo. 81 for Stevenson. He will not land. 46 for Joe Frazier. He won't land. That was a wicked left hook he threw from his kneecaps. Had that land, it could have been the lights out for Teofilo Stevenson. The Cuban corner screaming, jab, jab, jab. At least that's how we're picking it up through the interpreter. Two minutes to go in round 3. Stevenson still with momentum. A 4 for Frazier. He's on the outside. Even if it's 2 stars, he does not want to be there. Stevenson just will not let him get in tight. A 6 for Stevenson. Now Stevenson pushes him off balance, and Stevenson presses the attack. It's going to be toe-to-toe on the inside. Frazier's got to take advantage of this. Stevenson with momentum. Stevenson with a 99, so that's an event chart. 42 for Frazier. So Frazier will land on the inside with that 42. And those are 3 punches landed by Frazier as he works the body, then comes with that left hook to the head. Now let's go to the event chart. Son of a gun, I don't have the event chart up. Holy poop. Hold on a second. There it is. How do you do that, Al? And now we go to the event chart, 99, and it's a 50. It's a 50. So on the event, all-out war. Both fighters score 7 punches in a tremendous exchange. The crowd comes to its feet here in Montreal at Olympic Stadium. They are banging away, banging away. 7 more punches for Frazier. He's now up to 10. Stevenson with 7. And wow, that's all I can say. Fighters step back for a moment and try to catch their breath. 1:40 to go. Frazier with mojo in round number 3. Frazier knows he's got to take Teofilo Stevenson out. He does not think he'll get a fairly judged bout here in Montreal. The Frazier camp wanted 15 rounds. The Fidel Castro, Teofilo Stevenson camp wanted 8. They agreed at 10. Round continues. A 3 for Frazier on the inside. He wants to continue to smoke after that blistering exchange with Stevenson. A 6 for Teofilo Stevenson. It's going to be toe-to-toe on the inside. Frazier pressing. Stevenson trying to stay off the ropes. Frazier with mojo. Frazier 55 in tight. He lands, and he lands hard. Double left hook. Second one to the side of the head of Teofilo Stevenson. Stevenson with a 0-5 and 5 punches. No, sorry, 4 punches as they just go wailing away at one another. Stevenson refuses to be pinned on the ropes. 4 punches land. That's that uppercut right hand that snapped the head of Joe Frazier, but Stevenson pawing at his eye. Possible cut here. Possible cut on Teofilo Stevenson. And now Frazier paws at his eye. So we'll go first to Stevenson. Stevenson cuts or has an abrasion. 4 and under. No abrasion. Now we go to Frazier. Frazier 5 and under. No abrasion. Unbelievable bout here in Montreal. Mayhem at Montreal. Boy, is that the appropriate title. 1:20 to go. Momentum goes to Teofilo Stevenson as he landed more punches in that hellacious toe-to-toe exchange. Round 3 continues. It's a 6 for Frazier. Frazier smoking, dipping, diving. He gets in tight. A 1 for Stevenson. Frazier forces Stevenson back to the ropes. Frazier looking to bang out the Cuban national hero. And Frazier will land with a 54 again. The double left hook crashes to the rib cage, nearly doubling over Teofilo Stevenson, and then right up to the head, snapping the Cuban's head right back. Again, Stevenson blinking. Stevenson, cut check, abrasion check, nothing. Frazier with momentum. 1 minute to go here in round 3. Frazier was down in round 2. Stevenson was hurt in round 1. A 5 for Smokin' Joe Frazier. Frazier tries to shoulder Stevenson back into the ropes. A 1 for Teofilo Stevenson. It's a toe-to-toe exchange with Stevenson. With Stevenson's back to the ropes. Frazier with mojo. Frazier with a 0-6. Stevenson with a 61. He will not land. Frazier, a 4 on... Oh, it's toe-to-toe exchange. So... a 9 just out of Frazier's power check, but Frazier blitzes Stevenson along the ropes with 4 hellacious punches as he digs left and right hooks into the rib cage of Teofilo Stevenson, then a short right hand upon the jaw of the Cuban. 4 punches get through for Smokin' Joe Frazier. He's going to try to keep Stevenson pinned to those ropes. 40 seconds to go. They're screaming from the Frazier corner, "Finish him off, champ, finish him off." Eddie Futch and Yank Durham. A 5 for Smokin' Joe Frazier. Frazier again tries to keep the larger Cuban on those ropes. A 3 for Teofilo Stevenson. Stevenson pushes Frazier away, and he will try to fight his way off the ropes. It's a 27. Big shots by Teofilo Stevenson. Once again, it's the uppercut that snaps Smokin' Joe Frazier's head. 27. 3 punches, uppercut, right hand, left hook, and again the uppercut. 4 punches get through due to Frazier's defense, +1. And now chin check for Smokin' Joe Frazier. He's been down once, but he grabs on. Stevenson with momentum. He's trying to rally here in these final 20 seconds and steal this round. What's been a pretty good round for Joe Frazier. As we come to a conclusion of round number 3 of 4 for Frazier. Frazier backs up a bit, looking to land possibly a looping right hand. 2 on the outside for Smokin' Joe, a 3 for Teofilo Stevenson. Stevenson walks towards him. Stevenson ties him up. Now both pugilists work their hands free. It's a toe-to-toe exchange, ring center. Inside, Stevenson with a 98. Lands 1 on the belt line. Frazier with a 58, double left hook by Smokin' Joe Frazier. Digs it to the rib cage, then up to the head. Ding, ding goes the bell. And it's a 3. So Teofilo Stevenson will be admonished. Carlos Padilla will warn him on something. An 11 They're going to tell Stevenson to watch the head on the inside, and that ends round number 3. Stevenson goes back to his corner. Unbelievable bout so far. 3 rounds of fury in mayhem in Montreal. So Stevenson warned for using his head. Frazier landed 20 scoring blows. Best output for Smokin' Joe Frazier. Stevenson, not a slouch here. He landed 16. Stamina check. Frazier with 37 stamina points. Stevenson with 29. We give that round to Frazier 10-9. Our scorecard is unofficial. Punch differential is 4. Another close round here in Montreal from Olympic Stadium. We go to the judges' scorecards as they're being collected. And the scorecards have been collected. We prepare for round number 4. We have it unofficially 28-28. What a heck of a bout here. Frazier will have momentum. He landed right at the end of that round. I will take a sip of water as the fighters take a sip of water. Richard Butler says it's Teofilo Stevenson. That's what I thought I was saying, but I probably wasn't. I apologize. Clinton Parks reminds me of the Thriller in Manila. I was in Rota, Spain for that fight at 3 in the morning, as Clinton Parks is a Navy veteran. Thank you for joining us, one and all. Here we go, round number 4. Can it go 10? I don't know. If you're just joining us, Frazier hurt Stevenson in the first. Frazier went down in the second, right at the end of the round for an 8 count. It was a big round 3 as both pugilists banged the bejesus out of one another. We gave the slight edge to Frazier in rounds 1 and 3. 2-point round for Stevenson due to the knockdown. Our scorecard is unofficial. Stamina points once again for Frazier. He has 37 stamina points left in this 10-round bout. Stevenson with 29. Here we go, round 4. Frazier with mojo. A 5 for Smokin' Joe Frazier. He comes out, tries to get in tight. Stevenson tries to stand his ground. Ring center as he pivots back and forth. A 3 for Teofilo Stevenson. Stevenson again is able to push Frazier off balance. A tactic he has used quite well in this bout. Now Stevenson looks to get in tight and take an advantage here. 87 on the inside, and they tie up. And again, Frazier pounds away with that free hand to the ribcage of Teofilo Stevenson. Round 4 continues. A 2 for Frazier. Frazier gets shoved away from Stevenson. He's on the outside, no stars. Stevenson walks right to him very quickly, and Stevenson's going to let his hands go. And Stevenson will land big shots upon Joe Frazier's body and head on the inside. 4 punches land as Stevenson pushed him away, hit him with the left uppercut, right hand, and then a left right to the body. Good job by Stevenson. 2:20 to go here in round number 4. Stevenson has not been afraid to mix it up with Smokin' Joe Frazier. Snake eyes, and that will favor Frazier on the inside. Frazier wants to get some payback now, and it's a 55 for Smokin' Joe Frazier. He double left hooks, 1 to the rib cage, 1 across the side of the cranium of the Cuban Teofilo Stevenson. Momentum goes to Frazier. 2 minutes. 2 minutes left here in round 4. scheduled for 10 in Montreal at Olympic Stadium. A 5 for Joe Frazier. Frazier stays in tight with 1 star. A 6 for Teofilo Stevenson. Stevenson ties him up, but Stevenson works his hands free, and Stevenson will work. He's not afraid to tussle. And again, Stevenson just outworking Frazier. A 5-punch assault, battering Frazier. A chopping right hand, a left uppercut, lifts the jaw of Frazier. A right hook, and then a left right to the body by the Cuban. 140 to go. 140 to go here in round number 4. The crowd oohing and ahhing with each and every blow. A 2 for Joe Frazier. Frazier backing up. He might be a bit winded from this beating he's taking early in this round. A 6 for Stevenson. Stevenson pursues. Stevenson backing up Frazier, using that jab, and now Stevenson will launch his assault, but he will not land. That's a 96. And again, that looks south of the border. Padilla says it's on the belt line. They tie up 120. 120 left in round number 4. Stevenson still with momentum. Boxcars, and that's Joe Frazier. Frazier dips and dives, and now he shoves Stevenson back. Stevenson off balance. Frazier presses. Frazier looking to rip and nail Teofilo Stevenson, but he cannot. He had him off balance into the ropes, but a 97 as Frazier now lands 1, possibly south of the border. And Padilla says what's good for the goose is good for the gander. He says it's the belt line. 1 minute to go in round number 4. It's getting quite chippy here, if it hasn't been chippy enough. A 2 for Frazier. Frazier backs away. He wants Stevenson to come to him for some reason, and Stevenson obliges. Frazier looks to land, but Stevenson lets his hands go first. Stevenson on the inside with a 24. Big shots by Teofilo Stevenson. 24 in tight. Frazier with a 3 defense roll is able to evade 1, the right hand, but then the left uppercut lifts his jaw up, and Stevenson clips him with a right hook. 2 out of 3 land for Teofilo Stevenson. Chin check for Frazier. He's already been down once. He's hurt 5 and under. And he grabs on. He holds on, and referee Padilla pries them apart. 40 seconds to go. A big round for the Cuban, Teofilo Stevenson. A 3 and a 3. What will it be? It's a toe-to-toe exchange inside towards ring center. Stevenson with momentum. Stevenson will not land. That's a 90, and that will nullify everything as he had momentum. Actually, it's a clinch for both. 20 seconds to go. Frazier looks a bit winded. Final 20 seconds of round 4. 3 for Frazier. Frazier works his hands free. A 4 for Stevenson. Frazier's going to have to work hard here. He has an opportunity. He's got to take advantage of it. 48 for Smokin' Joe Frazier as he once again double left hooks, 1 to the body and up to the head, and ding ding goes the bell, but it was not enough in our eyes to take the round. We give that round to the Cuban national hero, Teofilo Stevenson. We have it unofficially 38-37 for Stevenson. Again, tremendous punch output by Teofilo Stevenson. He scored, threw a lot of punches. He got 12 of them. Crashed upon Frazier as scoring blows. Frazier, another low output round here. He only scored 5. Stamina, Frazier with 25 stamina points. Stevenson with 24. Punch differential is huge. 7. As we collect the judges' scorecards, the scorecards have been collected by the officials here in Montreal at Olympic Stadium. coming up on the midway point, round 5. They want Frazier. He just get in tight and bang away, but it's easier said than done. Stevenson, an excellent boxer, and he showed a good proficiency on the inside also. He's used that little tactic of shoving Frazier off balance and then pouncing on him. Again, an illegal tactic, but if you can get away with it, you use it. Frazier will have momentum. He landed that double left hook at the end of the round. We prepare for round number 5. And here's the bell. A 3 for Smokin' Joe Frazier. He, again, bobbing, weaving, trying to get in tight into his honey hole. That's where he likes to be. A 2 for Teofilo Stevenson. 2 on the outside. It's going to be a toe-to-toe exchange in tight as Frazier had mojo. Frazier with a 53. He will land. Stevenson with a 91. Will not land. He will tie him up, but the Frazier punches will get through with that 53. A left-right to the body by Joe Frazier. 240 to go in round 5. Scheduled for 10. A 1 for Joe Frazier. Frazier again pressing the Cuban Stevenson. A 4 for Stevenson. Frazier moving Stevenson back. As Stevenson finding out how strong Smokin' Joe Frazier is. Frazier looks to land, and he does. A 4 on defense for Teofilo Stevenson, and he's going to get tagged with an extra punch, so a 35 in tight by Smokin' Joe Frazier. 3 + 1 = 4 as Frazier windmills punches. He digs hooks to the body and up to the head. 4 punches for Smokin' Joe Frazier. Good start. Frazier needed this. 2:20 to go here in round number 5. A 2 for Frazier. Frazier can't keep the momentum going as Stevenson with the 1 pushes him away. Again, that cute little dirty tactic that Stevenson's used and used it quite well. And here goes Teofilo Stevenson as he pushes Frazier back and he looks to land, and he will! He will land with a 39 in tight. The right hand misses. Defense for Frazier is a 1, but the left uppercut clips Frazier. Chin check for Joe Frazier. Will he go down again? No, he grabs on, but those knees did buckle. A hellacious uppercut. 2 minutes to go in round 5. Momentum switches to the Cuban, Teofilo Stevenson. A 5 for Smokin' Joe Frazier. Frazier a bit weary, but he still tries to dip and dive and gets in tight. A 1 for Stevenson. It's a toe-to-toe exchange. It's Frazier who's dangerously close to those ropes. Stevenson with momentum. Stevenson with a 76 will not land, and neither will Frazier. They tie up. They maul, they brawl. Referee Carlos Padilla breaks them. 1:40 to go here in round 5. A 1 for Frazier. Frazier again presses the attack. 2 stars on the inside. A 3 for Teofilo Stevenson. 2 on the inside. Toe-to-toe they go. Ring center. Stevenson with mojo. 83. And he clinches. So that nullifies. Oh, hold on a second. 88. It's still a clinch. And that will nullify the 0-3 of Joe Frazier because Stevenson had momentum. So Frazier unable to get his punches off. Maybe Stevenson starting to fatigue. Octopus arms grabbed him. 1 minute to go here in round 5. Frazier up. Slight edge. A 4 for Smokin' Joe Frazier. Frazier backs up, trying to bait Stevenson into a looping right hand. A 2 for Teofilo Stevenson. Stevenson walks to him. It's a toe-to-toe exchange. From distance, Stevenson with momentum. Stevenson with a 25. He lands. Smokin' Joe Frazier with a 91 will clinch. So the power check is nullified by Stevenson, but the punches do land. So Frazier felt those blows. He ties up. 3 punches get through for Stevenson. Right hand, left to the body, and a left hook to the head by the Cuban national hero. 40 seconds to go. This round still up for grabs. Stevenson looking to rally here. Still has momentum. A 1 for Frazier. 2 on the inside. A 6 for Stevenson. 2 on the inside. Toe-to-toe they go again. As Stevenson presses Frazier towards the ropes, Frazier stops and stands his ground. Stevenson with a 57 inside will not land. Frazier with a 42 does. And it is a left hook to the body, left hook to the head, and a right hook to the body. 3 punches land for Smokin' Joe Frazier. He has momentum in this final 20 seconds of round 5. We give Frazier a slight edge so far in this round. It's a 1 for Frazier, 2 on the inside, a 3 for Stevenson, 2 on the inside, toe-to-toe they go towards ring center. Frazier, 73, no, Stevenson with a 23, yes! 3 punches land for Teofilo Stevenson as we come to a close, a crisp, short combination of hooks, snapping Frazier's head. And now, Frazier, as he goes back to his corners, blinking. Cut abrasion check. No. What a round. A lot more mauling and brawling as both of these pugilists begin to tire. That is a tough round to score. We're going to give that even Stevens. By that I mean 10-10 for Frazier and Stevenson. In our eyes, our scorecard's unofficial. Frazier landed 9. Stevenson landed 7. But that last little combination by Stevenson saved the day and made it even in our eyes. So Stevenson landed 7. Frazier landed 9. 2-punch differential. Stamina points for Frazier, 18. Stevenson at 15. Both of these pugilists could go fatigued in the next couple of rounds. Punch differential is 2, so another close round for these judges here at Olympic Stadium in Montreal, Canada, to decide. They collect the judges' scorecards. And the scorecards have been collected here at Olympic Stadium. We prepare for round number 6. It's been one heck of a brawl here. Mayhem in Montreal, and boy, is that the appropriate name. If you're just joining us, Stevenson was hurt in the first. Frazier went down right at the end of round 2, got up at the 8 count. Stevenson in round 3 was warned for using his head on the inside. It's been a very chippy, rough, and tough tumble affair in Montreal. Punch total, Stevenson has landed 72 punches, Joe Frazier 50. In the Frazier corner, Yank Durham and Eddie Futch telling Frazier, get in tight, bang him away, work the body, and the head will fall. Timber, they say, timber. It's chopping down a tree. Joe, chopping down a tree, champ. In the Stevenson corner, and he's looking to breathe heavy now, so is Frazier. Who's going to be able to dig down deep? That's the question. They're telling him, as we're getting word through the Cuban interpreter, jab, right hand, and then lift him up with that uppercut, and then take him out. Stevenson will have momentum. He landed right at the end of round 5. We prepare for round number 6. What a bout. A possible title shot at Rocky Marciano could be on the line here. It's not a definite, it's a possibility. Here we go, round number 6. Both fighters getting to their fatigue point, and it is a 4 for Joe Frazier, 2 on the outside, a 3 for Stevenson, 2 on the inside. Toe-to-toe they go in tight. Stevenson feels he's the stronger of the two. Momentum with Stevenson. Stevenson with a 10, he's going to land. Frazier with a 0-9, and they're going to bang away. You see the 1 and 2. Tremendous hard shots as they look to annihilate one another ring center. Momentum is with Stevenson. He has a 10 on the inside. 4 punches get through. Big hard shots. Frazier has a 9 on the inside. 4 punches get through. Banging away. to the body and up to the head. They continue to fire and fire hard. Chin check will go first to Frazier because Stevenson had momentum. Frazier's hurt 5 and under. And Frazier is hurt! That nullifies the chin check for Stevenson. Frazier is hurt. He goes stumbling backwards as they both came out for blood, and it's the blood of Joe Frazier right now. Stevenson will go unopposed, looking to end it early here in round 6. This would be a shocking upset. A 3 for Teofilo Stevenson. He presses Frazier to the ropes. This is where he dropped him in round 2. Can he do it again? Can he end the night of Smoking Joe Frazier? 33 for Teofilo Stevenson. 33. He needs 3 punches for a TKO check. In tight with a 33. He will get the 3 punches. He is battering Frazier against the ropes. Frazier survives the will check with a 6. 3 punches as Stevenson just continues to flail away. Padilla looking on. Now we go to a possible cut check or abrasion check on Frazier with that 20. No. And Stevenson seems a bit winded. He ties up. Padilla breaks him. But Frazier was hurt. Let's mark that. Early in round 6. 2 minutes to go in round number 6. A 4 for Smoking Joe Frazier as he's trying to get his faculties here. He's on the outside doing what he doesn't like to do. He's circling. A 6 for Stevenson. Now Stevenson has become the hunter. As he is pressing Frazier, it's going to be toe-to-toe in tight. Stevenson again with mojo. Stevenson will not land in tight with a 53. Frazier will with a 13, though, as Frazier goes bombing away. Left hook overtime for Joe Frazier. 4 punches. Triple left hook, 2 to the body, 1 to the head, and a right hand upon the cranium of Teofilo Stevenson. 4 punches get through for Frazier. He takes momentum. 1:40 to go in round number 6. What a bout. A 1 for Frazier. He continues to press the attack. 2 on the inside. A 3 for Stevenson. Stevenson obliges. It'll be toe-to-toe, but it's Stevenson dangerously close to those ropes. Frazier with momentum will not land 93. That's a clinch. That nullifies everything else that takes place. 1:20 to go. As you can see, both of these fighters starting to wear down more and more with each and every assault upon one another. Round 6 continues. A 1 for Frazier, 2 on the inside, a 4 for Stevenson. Stevenson trapped on those ropes. Smoking Joe, they're screaming to work him over from the corner. It is a 57, and it is a hard left-right, left to the body, and a chopping right hand to the head of Stevenson. 1 minute to go as Frazier will try to keep the tall, large Cuban pinned on those ropes. Very close bout here in Montreal. A 4 for Smoking Joe Frazier. Frazier has Stevenson on the ropes, but he's pawing with that jab. A 6 for Stevenson. It's going to be a toe-to-toe exchange from distance, but Stevenson still laying on those ropes. Frazier with momentum. Frazier will not land with a 67. Stevenson with a 43. Left hook, right hand. Left hook, right hand on Frazier. Now Frazier missed, so Frazier is hurt, as that 3 is now the chin check. Frazier is hurt. He goes face first into the ropes. 40 seconds to go, and once again Frazier is rocked like a hurricane in round 6. And now tide has turned. Frazier trapped on the ropes. Hurt for a second time in round 6. Stevenson goes unopposed. 40 seconds left in round 6. Stevenson looking to end the night. A 3 for Stevenson. He keeps Frazier pinned to those ropes in tight. He's measuring with the jab, looking to land. And he 57, he does not. They tie up. Padilla breaks them. 20 seconds to go. Frazier walks away from the rope. Stevenson moves towards him. A 4 for Frazier. Frazier 2 on the outside. A 3 for Stevenson. Stevenson shoves him back into the ropes. It's a toe-to-toe exchange as we come to an end of round 6. Stevenson with a 74 does not land. Frazier with a 60 doesn't land. And ding ding goes the bell. Wow! A huge round for Teofilo Stevenson. He will take that round 10-9. He twice staggered Frazier. Oops. And again, our scorecard is unofficial. We have Stevenson ahead by 2 unofficially, 58-56. Frazier landed 10 scoring blows. Stevenson landed 9. We give it to Stevenson as he landed the harder blows. Stamina check. Frazier with 9 stamina points. Stevenson with 5. Looks like they will go fatigued in some point in round 7. Punch differential is 1, favoring Frazier. How will the judges score it? Again, our scorecard is unofficial. They collect the judges' scorecards. Here in Montreal, scorecards have been collected. We prepare for round number 7. Stevenson has landed 81 scoring blows, Frazier 10. Both fighters are beginning to fatigue quite heavily. Stamina points left, 9, as I stated earlier, for Frazier, 5 for Stevenson. Odds are they will fatigue in round 7. But funnier things have happened on the way to the forum. Stevenson will have momentum to start round 7. No one thought it would go this long, but here we are. And we have Stevenson with a slight edge. Stevenson was hurt in the first. Frazier was down in the second, right at the end of the round for an 8 count. And then Stevenson hurt Frazier twice in the 6th. And Stevenson was warned for using his head on the inside in round 3. Here's round 7. Ding ding goes the bell. A 6 for Frazier, 3 on the inside. It doesn't matter what Stevenson does. This favors Smokin' Joe Frazier. Could this be the last charge of the Smokin' Joe Light Brigade? And he's not going to land. He is not going to land. That's a 74, but there is no counter. No counter by Teofilo Stevenson as he just moves away. 2:40 to go in round 7. 6 again for Frazier. That's 3 stars. Nothing that Stevenson can do. Frazier really trying to change the momentum of battle here. 56. He'll land 3 shots in tight. Triple left hook. 2 to the body, and then 1 crashes aside the side of the head of Stevenson. Frazier with momentum. 2:20 to go. Stevenson with 3. He's down to 2 stamina points. That could be a huge deal here. If Frazier can maintain his non-fatigue numbers and Stevenson goes fatigued. He has 2 stamina points left. Frazier with 9. Stevenson hasn't hit him yet. A 5 for Smokin' Joe Frazier. He continues to press the assault. A 3 for Stevenson. And Stevenson, that's 2 on the inside, which is better than the 1 of Smokin' Joe Frazier. Stevenson looking for some payback here. 56, he will not get it. He will miss his shots. They tie up 2 minutes ago in round 7. Frazier still not fatigued yet. A 2 and a 2, and it's Stevenson from the outside. Stevenson pushes, that favorite tactic of his, pushes Frazier away. Can he land? And he will. It is an 11. And again, those are hard shots by Teofilo Stevenson. Frazier eats them all. So that was on the inside. On the outside. An 11, 4 punches. Jab, right hand, left uppercut, and another right hand. Chin check for Joe Frazier. He's already been down once, hurt twice, and he grabs on. 4 punches land for Stevenson. Frazier down to 2 stamina points. Stevenson takes momentum back. 140 to go in round 7. Mayhem in Montreal for sure. A 6 for Frazier. As he continues to reach down deep, he forces Stevenson back to the ropes. Stevenson seems helpless. Frazier's got to land here, and he does, but there's not a lot of oomph on those punches, but that should put Stevenson into fatigue. 35 in tight as Frazier works Stevenson over the coals on the ropes. He bangs a right, left to the body, and then a chopping right hand to the head. 3 punches. Stevenson is now fatigued. Frazier still has 5 stamina points, so -1 for all punches landed for Teofilo Stevenson, and his power goes down to a 3, and he is hurt 8 and under, knocked out 3 and under, will check 7 and under. This could be a change in the tide of battle. 1:20 to go. Frazier with momentum here in round 7. The crowd chanting, Frazier, Frazier, Frazier. President Richard Milhouse Nixon urging Frazier on. Fidel Castro urging Stevenson on. Here we go. A 4 for Smokin' Joe Frazier. 2 on the outside. A 6 for Teofilo Stevenson. 2 on the inside. Toe-to-toe exchange from distance. Frazier, 48. He does not land. Stevenson does. 0-8 for Stevenson from distance. His punches were quicker and shorter than the looping punches of Joe Frazier. I'm sorry, that's a 0-8. And he rat-a-tats Frazier's head like a piñata. Uppercut, right hand, left hook, right uppercut. But somehow Joe Frazier stands. 4 punches get through. Frazier he goes fatigued now. So both fighters are fatigued here in round 7. As they hold on near the ropes, Padilla tries to pry them apart. And now with 1 minute to go, both fighters are fatigued. -1 off the punches landed for Frazier. Actually, should be -1. Only 3 punches landed for. At 7, he still goes fatigue, though. Because it's -1. Oh, no! Frazier is not fatigued yet. I looked at the wrong thing. He still has 2 stamina points. My faux pas. My faux pas. Frazier still has 2 stamina points. We have 1 minute to go in round 7. Frazier still with 2 stamina points. That could be huge, because he started off with 9. That's only 7. Al, do the math, you idiot. A 1 for Frazier. Frazier, he's digging deep. 2 on the inside. A 3 for Stevenson. 2 on the inside. Toe-to-toe. They go. Here in Montreal, it's mayhem. Frazier can't land with a 96. Stevenson with a 36. But what is the 96? That is not a clinch. Frazier goes a bit low there. Belt line. It will not be a foul. They let it go. 36 for Stevenson. He will land on the inside, but he'll only land 1 shot. A left hook to the body. The right hand missed in that toe-to-toe exchange. 8 scoring blows. Frazier still has 1 stamina point. 40 seconds to go as Padilla pries these 2 tired pugilists apart. Smokin' Joe, 1 last charge of the Light Brigade, as we like to say. 6 for Frazier. He forces a tiring Stevenson to the ropes, looking to take him out with his last ounce of energy. And he cannot. It's a 76. Swing and a miss. Bada bada. No counter by Stevenson. 20 seconds to go. A lot of huffing and puffing. A lot of mauling and brawling by these two tired fighters. A 3 for Frazier. 2 on the inside. A 2 for Stevenson. 2 on the outside. Toe-to-toe exchange. As Frazier presses Stevenson back towards the ropes. Frazier with mojo. Frazier with a double 0. Stevenson with a 0-6. Power check for Frazier is a 5, though. But they will bang the bejesus out of one another as the round comes to an end. And Frazier and obviously Stevenson will now be fatigued. 5 punches as the crowd rises to their feet. And Padilla has to leap in as they continue to punch after the bell. 5 for Frazier. Oh, I'm sorry. That's a 60. That's a 60. No punches land for Stevenson. But Frazier has to be pried off Teofilo Stevenson. And that is the end of round 7. In which case, as I said, that's a 60. Frazier still has 1 stamina point. Unbelievable. Frazier takes that round. He just really dug deep. Scored 12. Takes that round 10-9. Frazier scored 12 punches. Stevenson only scored 8, thus leaving Frazier with 1 stamina point. Stevenson is exhausted as he goes back to his corner. They're putting ice down the Cuban's trunks and using the towel as a fan to try to get extra oxygen, I guess, to Teofilo Stevenson. Punch differential is 4. Another close round here in Montreal. The commission here in Montreal will collect the judges' scorecards from around ringside. And again, punch differential 4, another close round, as we've stated. Frazier with a 4-punch edge. And the judges' scorecards have all been collected. Who would have thought this one would have gone this far? We have it unofficially 67-66 for the tired Teofilo Stevenson. Joe Frazier still has 1 stamina point, and that could be huge if he lands early. A big shot. Okay, let's get everything in order. A little delay in the start of round 8 as they're wiping up some water near each corner. Eddie Futch says he's tired, Joe. He's tired. We got him. In the Cubans' corner, through the interpreter, they want Stevenson to jab, jab, jab. Joining us at ringside, RJL518 and Tabletop Sports Delaware, our good friend Chris and Rob. Hope all is well. Check out those 2 wonderful channels. Also joining us, Clinton Parks, Richard Butler, MV, a.k.a. Mouse in the House, Captain in Comics, Bob B., Philip Reynolds. I greatly appreciate everyone's time. Round 8, what a fight. Again, that 1 stamina point is huge for Smoking Joe Frazier. Frazier with mojo. Here we go. Ding, ding for round 8. 2 tired fighters approach one another. Ring center, a 3 and a 3. What will it be? A hellacious toe-to-toe exchange. Ring center. Frazier with mojo. We got to re-roll that. 27 for Frazier. 90. So, a 90 will be a clinch. But the Frazier punches will get through. The Frazier punches will get through. That's the way I play it for both fighters. But there's a clinch. But the power check doesn't matter anyway. But no scoring blows for Stevenson. Frazier still has 1 stamina point. 27 in tight for Frazier as he digs hard with that left hook overtime. 2 to the body and 1 to the side of the head of Stevenson. 3 punches get through for Frazier. 2:40 to go in round number 8. A very tired Cuban in Teofilo Stevenson. A 6 for Frazier. Frazier pressing the attack. 3 on the inside. Stevenson wilts and goes to the ropes. Frazier again looking to land huge shots, but he cannot. 81. No counter. No counter. As they tie up. No counter by the Cuban. 2:20 to go in round 8. The crowd oohing and ahhing with every big left hook by Smoking Joe Frazier. Stevenson is on fumes. Frazier just barely not on fumes yet. A 5 and a 5. And this favors a tiring Stevenson from the outside. Looking to land with the jab and right hand. And Stevenson does! Double zeros. 4 out of 5 get through. And actually a 5th punch gets through due to the defense. Would have been 6, but -1 for stamina. And now Frazier, after being rat-a-tatted, he is tired in round 8 for real this time. 5 punches land, as it looks like Stevenson was saving his energy for that very big combination. Stevenson has momentum. 2 minutes to go in round number 8. Possible shot at Rocky Marciano and the title on the line here. Frazier, the only man to defeat Marciano so far. He's 1-1. He defeated Marciano by decision and was knocked out by Joe Louis. Stevenson won 4 in a row before being knocked out by Frank Bruno. So both pugilists coming off knockouts, trying to revitalize their career. Boxcars favors Frazier. 3 stars on the inside. Again, a tiring Joe Frazier, but he continues to smoke. He forces a more tired Stevenson to the ropes. Frazier looking to land 87. He will not. That will be a clinch. 1:40 to go. As again, Padilla pries these two tired pugilists apart. A 4 for Joe Frazier. 2 on the outside, a 5 for Stevenson. Nothing on the outside. Stevenson's arms are low. Frazier looking to land a looping punch and send the Cuban to the canvas. He throws from distance. 38! He will land. Misses with the looping right hand, but he drives a left hook into the ribcage of the Cuban. Stevenson winces. 1:20 to go. 1:20 to go here in round 8. Stevenson still with a slight edge with that big combination just a moments ago, but Frazier trying to chop him down. A 2 and a 2 will favor Stevenson from the outside as he tries to get back to that jab right hand. And he will. That's a 22, and he's going to tag Frazier with an extra shot on that 5 defensive roll. So 22 from distance. 3 punches will land. 2 jabs and a right hand, but there's not a lot of oomph on those punches anymore by Stevenson. Now he's looking to score points. Get that decision victory. 1 minute to go in round 8. 6 for Frazier. Frazier, that's 3 on the inside. Nothing that Stevenson can do but wilt backwards towards the ropes. Frazier digging deep. Frazier looking to pound out Stevenson, but he's got to land. He's got to work his hands free. He does, and he will not land. 98, that will be on the belt line, but Padilla says it's a good shot. 40 seconds to go. A 1 for Frazier, 2 on the inside. He tries to keep Stevenson pinned to those ropes. 6 for Teofilo Stevenson. It's toe-to-toe they go. Stevenson trying to fight off the ropes. 0-2 for Frazier. 75. Stevenson lands nothing. Frazier lands 4 out of 5 as he is raking over Stevenson on the ropes. Digs to the body with a left hook. Left to the head. Right hand misses. Another left hook to the body and another left hook to the head. 4 punches get through, but some of the zing has also gone out of the Frazier left hook. 20 seconds to go. Crowd oohing and eyeing here in round 8. Round still up for grabs. A 4 for Frazier. Frazier backs up, looking to have a tiring Stevenson walk to him and clip him with a left hook, right hand. A 2 for Stevenson. Stevenson walks to him. It's a toe-to-toe exchange from distance for these 2 tired pugilists. Frazier with mojo. 40 for Frazier from distance. 0-0. And there's the bell as they go bombing away. Frazier only lands the right hand, but not the left hook. Stevenson just lets his hands go. 4 out of 5 short, crisp punches. Where is he getting that from? And ding, ding goes the bell. Stevenson steals the round, or wins the round, right at the end. It was a toe-to-toe exchange, and Stevenson, just pacing himself, really opened up. Stevenson had 2 really good combinations in that round, and that's what is winning the round in our eyes for Teofilo Stevenson, the man from Cuba, the national hero. And Castro is loving it at the ringside. Fidel Castro, every time they show him on the screen, boos fall upon the communist dictator. The same can be said every time they show Richard Milhouse Nixon, boos are upon Nixon. Some cheers, some cheers. No cheers for Fidel, though. Why would you cheer for a communist dictator? That's what I say. But Stevenson was an okay bloke in my book. Just lived in a country with Fidel Castro. That's too bad. So Stevenson takes that 10-9. In our eyes, both fighters really fighting hard. Frazier landed 10 scoring blows. Stevenson landed 12. And again, we give it to Stevenson. He had 2 big combinations, especially at the end of that round. We prepare for round number 9. Both fighters are fatigued. Punch differential, again, so close. It's just 2. 2-point edge in punches for Stevenson. And the judges' scorecards from ringside have been collected. This is a very, very close fight. We have it 77-74 for Stevenson. That knockdown was huge. He knocked down Frazier in the second. He's hurt Frazier twice in the 6th. Frazier had him badly hurt in the first. Pinned him on the ropes but couldn't finish him off. 6 more minutes of boxing. 2 tired pugilists in their corner getting the final advice from their corner. What do you say here? Dig down. Do the best you can. Stevenson will have mojo. Dave Gardner's joined us here in Montreal. He's at ringside for Mayhem in Montreal. Here we go. Round number 9. Punch total before we start. Teofilo Stevenson, 101 punches landed. Frazier, 82. Frazier's power is down to a 3. Stevenson's power down to a 3 due to fatigue. Frazier's hurt 9 and under now. And Stevenson's hurt 8 and under. Stevenson, 3 and under for the knockout. Frazier, 5 and under. For the TKO, Frazier, 6 and under. Stevenson, 7 and under. Here we go. Start of round number 9. 6 for Frazier. Frazier coming out, pressing the attack, moving Stevenson back. Stevenson tries to stop him, but he's not going to throw. Frazier's going to throw, and Frazier will land with a 0-7, but it is just out of his punching range. The 5 on defense, and Stevenson will get clipped with an extra left hook, so the 0-7 in tight will be 4 punches landed for Frazier as he quadruples that left hook. 2 to the body, and then 2 to the head. Everything's a left hook. Everything meant to end the night for the Cuban star, Teofilo Stevenson. 2:40 to go. Frazier rips momentum away from Stevenson. 2:40 to go here in round 9. A 3 for Frazier, 2 on the inside. He continues to press the attack. A 5 for Stevenson, 2 on the outside. It's a toe-to-toe exchange in tight. Frazier has mojo. Frazier, 82, doesn't land. 43 for Stevenson. He will land 1 left hook to the body, but Frazier ducks under the right hand. Stevenson with momentum. 2:20 to go here in round number 9. What about freedom versus totalitarianism here in Montreal? A 1 for Joe Frazier. Frazier continues to try to pin Stevenson on the ropes. A 6 for Stevenson. Stevenson's back to the ropes, but he's going to slug away. Toe-to-toe inside. Stevenson with momentum. 67, he misses. I'm sorry. 63, he misses. Frazier lands with a 17. So Frazier, with that 17, again, he bangs that left hook. 2 to the body, up to the head, but the right hand just misses the jaw of Teofilo Stevenson. 3 punches get through for Smokin' Joe Frazier. 2 minutes to go. Momentum goes back to Frazier. Round 9 continues. A 3. And Frazier continues to press that shoulder into Stevenson and tries to keep him pinned to those ropes. Eddie Futch and Yank Durham screaming from the Frazier corner, "Work, champ, work." A 2 for Stevenson. It's a toe-to-toe exchange, but Stevenson again back to those ropes. Frazier, 24 lands, 80. Will not land for Stevenson. So again, Smokin' Joe Frazier, he's just doubling, tripling, quadrupling up on that left hook. He threw 4 left hooks, 2 to the body, and then 2 to the head. The last one grazed. It's only 3 scoring blows for Frazier. But everything's at left hook. That's the money punch for Joe Frazier. Round 9 continues. A 2 for Frazier. Frazier, nothing on the outside, is 6 for Stevenson. Stevenson pushes Frazier away. Frazier steps back to him. Stevenson trying to fight his way off the ropes. Stevenson will let his hands go in tight. And he will land! Stevenson will land just out of punching power, though, as he needed a 3, but that's a 0-7 in tight. 3 out of 4 land for Stevenson. A quick combination rat-a-tats the head of Joe Frazier. Stevenson with momentum. Good short hooks by the tiring Cuban. 1:20 to go here in round number 9. From Montreal, Mayhem. A 4 for Frazier. Frazier backs away, trying to lure Stevenson possibly into a trap. A 2 for Stevenson. It's a toe-to-toe exchange from distance. Stevenson with mojo. Stevenson with a 17. Frazier with a 53. He misses. Stevenson lands. And those are hard shots by Teofilo Stevenson. 17. It'll be a chin check for Frazier. Will this be the end of Joe Frazier? A 17. Right hand. It was a lead right left uppercut. Left hook misses, and then a short right uppercut. 17. So 3 punches out of the 4 get through. Chin check for Frazier. He's hurt. 9 and under, and he holds on. Wow. 1 minute to go in round 9. 1 minute. The Cuban has come alive to the sound of music, and the music are the Cuban fans who have traveled here to Montreal. But Frazier comes right back. That's a 6. That's 3 on the inside. Undeterred, he forces Stevenson back to the ropes. And now Frazier will work Stevenson over. 32 as he bangs away to the body and up to the head. The right hand missed, and then the triple left hook. 2 to the body and 1 to the head crashes upon the cranium of Teofilo Stevenson. So 3 punches get through for Smokin' Joe Frazier. He takes momentum back. 40 seconds to go. Frazier needs to win these rounds in round 9. And Frazier with that 6. That's 3 stars on the inside. Nothing that the tiring Cuban can do but stay on the ropes and take a beating. And Frazier will put the beating upon Teofilo Stevenson as he just windmills his punches, snapping Stevenson's head. 4 out of 5 get through, and then Frazier digs a left hook to the body. 20 seconds to go. The Frazier corner screaming to finish him off. A 4 for Frazier. Frazier backs up, looking to land a looping right hand. 2 on the outside. A 1 for Stevenson. Stevenson walks into the trap. Frazier will wing the punch. Once we have the right dice. And we still don't have the right dice. Here we go. Frazier wings the punch. And it's a 99 event chart. Oh, Nelly. 99. A 0-5. We go to the rare event chart. It could be a wild finish here in Montreal. 86 on the rare event chart. We haven't had one of these in a while. Both fighters fall through the ropes in a clinch. Check will for both for TKO. Oh, we're not doing this. If it fails, no contest. No, we're not doing no contest. So, we're ding ding goes the bell. As they fall through the ropes, we're not going to check TKO. I'm not going to have a no contest in this bout after we went this far. And the ruling by the commission, as there's a delay in the action now. Actually, we will roll. Let's roll for the TKO. Holy cow. So the will check is 7 for Stevenson and 6 for Frazier. Frazier with mojo. We're going to roll it. We're not going to have a no contest, though. So if it is a 7 for Stevenson, he loses. By TKO, Frazier would finish him off with that raking on the ropes. And Frazier with momentum. Let's roll. They both survived the TKO check. There is no contest. The commission has decided to give them extra time, and we will go to round 10. Wow! Both fighters go through the ropes. It was exactly like almost like Firpo and Dempsey, except both fighters went through the ropes, and it was only Dempsey in the Firpo fight that went through the ropes. So, holy cow, Frazier did his best, and order has been restored in the ring, as Padilla almost stopped it. And the Frazier corner wanted the bout stopped. Frazier landed 17 scoring blows. Incredible for the tiring Smokin' Joe Frazier. Stevenson only landed 7. Punch totals landed. Oops, we got that in the wrong. So that's 7 here and 17 there. 108 for Stevenson, 99 for Frazier. We give round 9 to Frazier, unofficially 10-9. Scorecard is now 86-84. The difference is that knockdown of Frazier in round 2 that Stevenson scored on him right at the end of round 2. 10 punch differential. This should be a big edge. The judges, let's see how they're going to score this as they collect the scorecards from around the ring apron. Again, what did I say? That is a 10 punch differential favoring Frazier. And the scorecards have been collected. A pivotal moment there. Well, it looked like Frazier had stopped Stevenson, but they say the fight shall continue. Controversy in Montreal. Mayhem in Montreal. What an appropriate title for this bout. Again, there's controversy possibly with these scorecards. We don't know yet. The final 3 minutes of boxing. Both fighters are fatigued. The final instructions from their corners. This could determine the winner. This round here could determine the winner. We have Frazier down by 2 points. And again, it's that knockdown, the 2-point round due to the knockdown in round 2. The fighters, 2 tired fighters, come to ring center. Carlos Padilla says, touch gloves and God bless. Here it is, ding ding, round number 10. A 6 for Frazier. Again, Frazier really forcing the action here. A tiring Stevenson backs up. Frazier will land with the 19. And he's going to tag. Nope. That's a 5. That's not. The defense checks an 18. So 19 on the inside for Frazier. 3 out of 4 lands. Everything to the head. Everything to the head. Looking to take out Teofilo Stevenson. Frazier continues his assault. The Cuban trying to keep his hands up and move. A 1 for Frazier, 2 on the inside, a 4 for Stevenson, nothing on the outside. Stevenson trying to move, but again he tires and goes to the ropes. The Cuban corner screaming, get off the ropes. Frazier, 44, and he will rat-a-tat. 2 out of 3 for Frazier. Triple left hook. Glancing to the head, the 3rd shot. So 2 shots get through for Frazier. He continues to press here in round 10. 2:20 to go. 2:20 to go. Epic matchup. A 6 for Frazier. There's no holding back, Smokin' Joe Frazier. President Nixon at ringside urging him on. Frazier presses the Cuban to the ropes, and Frazier cannot land, and those were hard shots by Frazier. 74 on the inside. He misses. And Stevenson will land a counter. Right hand missed, but the left uppercut snaps Frazier's head. Homebrew rule, any legal punch, chin check, and power check. Unfreaking believable. The power check is good, but Frazier's chin holds up to it, thank God. 2 minutes ago, but Stevenson has momentum. What a countering left uppercut by Stevenson. A 1 for Frazier. Frazier, undeterred, continues to burrow forward, bobbing and weaving the best he can. He is very tired. Not much smoke left in Smoking Joe Frazier. A 3 for Teofilo Stevenson. 2 on the inside, 2 on the inside. They're just going to bang away near ring center. Stevenson with momentum. That is a 95. Frazier will land with the 34. Stevenson with the 95 lands 1 on the belt line. A 34 for Frazier will be 2 out of 3 as the right hand missed to the head and then he went left-right to the body. Frazier has momentum, 140 left in round 10. This fight is up for grabs. A 4 and a 4. That favors Frazier from the outside. Frazier backs up. Stevenson reluctantly comes off the ropes. Frazier looking to tag him with a looping punch, but he cannot. That's a 95 from distance. And Frazier's punch will land on the belt line. Padilla says it's good. 120 to go. 120 to go here in round number 10. 120 to go in the fight. A 1 for Frazier. 2 on the inside. A 4 for Stevenson. Nothing. Stevenson again forced back to the ropes. It's been all Smoking Joe Frazier. But he's got to land a big punch here. 38. 38. And Stevenson's tiring defense. Another shot will get through. So a 38 in tight by Joe Frazier. 3 punches do get through due to the fatigue and horrible defense right now is Stevenson. So 3 more shots get through. Right hand, left hook to the body, and left to the head, but there's no zip on those punches. But Frazier is winning this round at the moment. 1 minute to go. 1 minute to go. Crowd on its feet here in Montreal. A 3 for Frazier. 2 on the inside. A 4 for Stevenson. Nothing on the outside. Stevenson just is pinned to those ropes. Frazier will not let him go. Frazier trying to land the go-home punch. And a 53, he will land 1. No, he will not. Stevenson's defense is a 1. He blocks that. No punches landed due to fatigue. 40 seconds to go. Crowd on its feet. Those cheering for Frazier. Those from Cuba cheering for Stevenson. Stevenson's still a very popular athlete in Montreal. Not a bad fellow at all. A 3 for Frazier, 2 on the inside. He continues to pin Stevenson to the ropes. A 4 for Stevenson. There's nothing left. There's nothing left for the tiring Stevenson. Can he dig deep? Frazier's got to land here, but he cannot. 61. They tie up. 20 seconds to go. 20 seconds to go. 4 for Frazier, 2 on the outside. 5 for Stevenson, 2 on the outside. Toe-to-toe exchange near the ring ropes. Stevenson back towards the ring ropes, but they're not on him. Here we go. Frazier with mojo. Frazier will land Stevenson 99. Holy poop. We go to the event chart for Stevenson, but Frazier with the 31. He will land double left hook, missed with the right hand in that toe-to-toe exchange. 99 event chart. 65. And this is Stevenson's roll. 65. Fighter scores 2 punches, then showboats. And that is it. So Stevenson in that toe-to-toe exchange lands 2 punches. Ding, ding goes the bell. Stevenson puts his arms up. He thinks he's won it. Frazier sneers at him, but goes over. They hug. And now back to their respective corners. Joe Frazier took that round, in our opinion. He has won the last 2 rounds. Why did we give a 10? That should not be 10-8. That should be 10-9. Mistake there. There we go. Okay. That's our unofficial scorecard. Frazier wins, in our eyes, again unofficially, Round 10. We have it even Stevens at 95. We corrected our scoring in round 8. That was not a 10-8 round. No knockdowns in that round. It should have been a 10-9 round. By accident, I punched an 8. We have it dead even unofficially after 10 rounds of boxing. The difference, Stevenson did tire at the end, but it was that knockdown of Frazier in round 2 that could cost Frazier a victory. Frazier had Stevenson hurt in round 1, almost took him out along the ropes, but did not. Then Stevenson dropped Frazier right at the end of round 2. Frazier got up right at the 8 count. Stevenson was warned for using his head in round 3. This was a chippy, at times dirty affair. Then Stevenson really tagged Frazier over and over again in round 6, hurting him twice but could not drop Smoking Joe again. Stevenson tired in round 7. Frazier tired in round 8, but Frazier gutted out rounds 9 and 10 in our eyes to win those rounds. Now, punch differential, Frazier scored 13. What a fight. So much. That's why I like recording these things, because I like going back to listen. And a 4. So a bit. Punch totals landed dead even at 112. Incredible. Incredible. Mayhem in Montreal lived up to its pay-per-view billing. Wow. Punch differential 9 in favor of Frazier. For the final time, the officials will collect the judges' scorecards from around the ring. The scorecards have been collected. We await the announcement from Jimmy Lennon as the scorecards are being checked over. Oops. Wow. Okay. As you can see, Jimmy Lennon he gave that look like a wow. We await the decision. Both fighters ring center. Padilla has one hand on each arm. Frazier out of the red corner. Stevenson out of the blue corner. Jimmy Lennon with your announcement as he calls for quiet. He calls for quiet. He says, let's give a big round of applause to these two fantastic pugilists. Teofilo Stevenson and Joe Frazier, and the crowd roars their approval. Richard Milhouse Nixon, President of the United States of America, awaits anxiously at ringside. Fidel Castro, dictator of the island of Cuba, awaits anxiously for this result. Democracy versus totalitarianism. Here we go. Jimmy Lennon again checks to make sure the scores are right. Goes back to the mic. We have a decision. 97-93 from the blue corner, Teofilo Stevenson, and Fidel Castro roars his approval with the first announcement. 96-95 from the red corner, Joe Frazier. Richard Milhouse Nixon roars his approval. It all comes down to the final judge. Your winner by split decision, 96-94. Out of the red corner, from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, United States of America, Smokin' Joe Frazier. And Frazier jumps up and down as he celebrates a hard-fought victory over the Cuban Teofilo Stevenson. So Joe Frazier wins an epic battle that had more than sports on the board. Frazier wins the scorecards once again, and we will show you in moments. 97-93 Stevenson. 96-95 Frazier. 96-94 Frazier. And Smokin' Joe Frazier has done it. He has won Mayhem in Montreal. Let's show you the scorecards. You'll see a lot of boxer photos also, as I like my boxer photos. Wow, what a fun game. Glory Days Boxing. Highly recommend it. Card and Dice, the best boxing game out there for card and dice. As Mr. Wrestling has joined us as USA. 3 Double D Jr. has also joined us. Awesome sauce. Here we go. We had it 95-95, so the decision, we had it even. And the knockdown was the difference for us. Frazier really did well. And a lot of these rounds were close. All right. That one judge, 97-93, that's a little bit out of whack, and that was for the Cuban. Now, let's figure out how to show this. Okay, I think if I go, I'm going to... There we go. I think that should pop up the judges' scorecards. I think I did that properly, and you can see them in moments. Hopefully that does work. Come on. There we go. So, there you have it. First judge, 97-93. We're using generic judges, and that went to Teofilo Stevenson. The second judge went to Joe Frazier, 96-95. And the third judge went to Joe Frazier, 96-94. We had it even, 95-95, because we caught our mistake in round 8. Should have been 10-9 Stevenson. We had it by accident, 10-8 for Stevenson. Wow, what about? Hope everyone enjoyed it. Lots of fun. Glory Days Boxing. So there's the scorecards. And let's go back to this view, as I like that view better. So Joe Frazier wins a split decision over 10 rounds. He might get a crack at Marciano now for the title. Frazier beat Marciano via decision, 15-round decision, and now he might get a title shot. He's going to be on the horizon for The Rock. I'd like to thank RJL518. Check out that wonderful YouTube channel. Mr. Wrestling 2, thank you very much. 3-Double D Jr., thank you. Dave Gardner, thank you. Tabletop Sports Delaware, our good friend Chris, thank you very much. Check out his channel. Clinton Parks, thank you. Richard Butler, thank you. MV, a.k.a. Mouse in the House, great to see you, and I thank you, my friend. Captain in Comics, thank you. Bob B., thank you very much. And Philip Reynolds. Thank you. I greatly appreciate your time. It was a heck of a fight. Man, did I love it. We had a lot of fun. Stay safe, be smart, treat people the way you want to be treated. God bless. Joe Frazier, split decision victory over Teofilo Stevenson. One more time, 97-93 Stevenson, 96-95 Frazier, 96-94 Frazier. We had the bout dead even at 95 unofficially. God bless. You know what's coming, folks. Peace! Love you all.